If you're a Christian, I wonder if you enjoy the Christian life. Or does that seem something of a strange question to you? I meet people for whom the Christian life is very much like pushing a bus up a hill. There's no energy, it's heavy, no power. And sometimes when I talk to people about this, they sort of have a resigned sense, you know, some people can live the Christian life, they've got the right kind of personality, right kind of temperament, but others of us, it's going to be a big chore. I don't believe that's the way it is supposed to be. The promises that God gives us in His Word about a life that is free, a life that is enjoying His presence, a life that is confident, are promised to all those who come to Christ on His terms. But that's the key. We can only live the Christian life on God's terms. You see, you can't be your own kind of Christian. I remember talking to somebody one day, and I said, "Are you a Christian?" They said, "Well, yes, but probably not your kind of Christian." I said, "Well, I'm not interested in my kind of Christian or your kind of Christian. What I really want to know is, are you God's kind of Christian?" Because you see, some of us want the benefits of the Christian life, but we're not willing to come on the terms that Jesus Christ issues the Christian life, if I can put it that way. Let me explain what I mean. Just suppose I was going to fly from Toronto to London in England, and I go to the airport, and I want to get to London, but I actually don't like the price that is being charged for this ticket. So I get out a piece of paper, and I write on it, Toronto to London. I put a flight number. Down in the price box, I decide, why not go first class? So I write the first class price of a ticket. And I go up to the check-in desk, and I hand my ticket over the counter. What are they going to do? Well, they're going to look at my ticket and look at me and say, "What is this?" I said, "Well, it's my ticket. It says Toronto to London, first class." They said, "But you can't travel on this ticket." I said, "Why not?" "What's wrong with it? It says the right things, doesn't it?" They said, "Well, it says the right things, but you can't travel on this ticket." So I might take it back and say, "Well, look, let me put it to music and sing it to you." And so I sing it to them, and I say, "Let's sing another one, you know, Amazing Plane, how sweet the sound that carries a person like me." And we have a great time singing together, and eventually behind the counter, the check-in clerk says, "Listen, would you please get out of the way? There are other folks who want to board this plane, but you're blocking the line. Why can't I fly on the plane?" Is it because my ticket says the wrong things? No. Is it because I sing the wrong songs? No. They might even use them in their commercials. The reason why I can't fly is because the ticket is issued by the wrong authority. You see, sometimes we come and say, "I want what the Christian life is offering, but I want it on my terms." And we cannot live the Christian life on our own terms. And the starting point that I want to talk to you about is a verse in Romans 14 and verse 9, when Paul writes, "For this very reason Christ died and returned to life, so that He might be the Lord of both the dead and the living." The Christian life begins with recognizing that Jesus Christ died and rose again to bring us into a relationship where He is Lord in our lives. Now, the problem for many of us is we want Jesus Christ to be a servant. We have needs, we want Him to meet. We have problems, we want Him to fix. We have sins, we want Him to forgive. All of this may well be part of His role in our lives, but it begins on His terms. Although the Christian life is free, it's not cheap. That's why Jesus said, if you're going to become a disciple, count the cost. There is a cost. What is that cost? The cost involves a full surrender of all that I am to all that He is, and allowing Jesus Christ to occupy my life as Lord, as King, and as Master. And actually, in that, there is liberation. That's why Jesus said, if you lose your life, you'll actually find it.